Welcome back to the channel. Thank you to Diamond Select Toys and Gentle Giant for sending us over the 1/7 scale premier collectible Mandalorian in his best car armor. This ain't a statue commercial. You're watching the Red Cup review. The MSRP on the Mandalorian falls between the $150 and $180 price range, which is the perfect second step up from PVC statue collecting, considering this statue is made of resin. There's nice coloration, there's nice brushwork on it, and the sculpting is very finely detailed. Mandalorian stands at roughly around 10.5 inches tall, and it'll really be a nice addition to any Star Wars collection. Here's a quick height comparison to show you guys how the Legends in 3D half-scale Darth Vader stacks up against the Mandalorian. We reviewed this in an earlier video. And it's nice to see how Diamond Select's collectibles all kind of are form-fitting. They all look like they belong together. And if you're interested in getting your hands on either one of these, in the description there is a link to Entertainment Earth where you guys can purchase your premier collectibles from Diamond Select. Here is the certificate of authenticity, number 711 of 3000. It comes on some nice heavy cardstock, and you can maybe get yourself a nice little display for it and put it right next to your Mandalorian display, and Darth Vader, I believe, comes with one also. Mandalorian and all of his gunslinging glory. We're going to take a look at the paint and the sculpt, some things that it's missing, some things that make it fall just shy of being something truly, truly incredible, even though it is really, really nice and well done. You'll notice that the statue itself, as far as sculpt goes, is pretty spot on and accurate to the show. The bandolier looks like actual leather. They missed out on an opportunity in the last video, the Darth Vader video for the Legends 3D half-scale bust. Go and check that video out because I talk a lot about the paint that they used on the cape, on the Darth Vader cape in that other video. If they would have used a similar paint technique on the pants here and up over here in the arms, right wherever there's cloth on the statue, it would have taken a really nice statue and brought it to just a whole nother level, because that actually on that other statue it looks like real cloth. However, this still looks really nice. Okay, so over here and at this angle, he looks pretty good, but at the 3/4 turn, I think he looks quite amazing. I love the way that you really, it gives it a sense of motion. The statue, a statue in my book, really takes itself to another level when you're able to see movement and motion in it. And this statue really does that. You could almost see, just staring at this, him pulling the blaster out of his holster and gunning someone down. I really like that. I think it's very well done. Now, as far as the best car itself goes, it is silver, right? It's like a dark silver, right? And it's not chrome, but when you kind of put your hand over it and block out some, put a little bit more shadow on it, remember the light is beaming right on this thing for the sake of the video to see all the little minute details. He's actually a little bit more gray. There's definitely different tones of gray in this. In some of the promo shots, he almost looks blue. I told my boy, hey, look at this. My little man, and he said, hey, why does Mando look blue? And that was in the promo shots. He is not blue at all. This is all grays, gunmetals, and silver paint. The only reason why it may look chrome in certain areas is because of the way the light beams off of the actual sculpture itself. Now, he comes in 3 different parts. There's a 2-peg system, metal pegs that are up underneath his boot here, and he pegs in right here, and the weight of it keeps the center of gravity down, so it's actually pretty difficult to pull out of there, which is nice. It makes you feel like the statue is solid. Up over here, the gun comes out, the whole handpiece comes out, and I just want to speak about this real quick because you can see how the red lines up in here are straight. There's no bleed, meaning from when paint slops off and goes onto another piece, like a piece of the black on a piece of the sand color here and a piece of the silver with fingerprint marks on it. There is none of that present at all in this collectible. It is very well done. All the lines are nice and straight, and it works. It works excellently, especially in certain parts of the statue. It really shines when it comes to the paint job and the neatness of it, which I really like. It keys in here. Boom. Nice little magnet in there, and it stays on. Okay, So he looks really good there. Certain aspects of this look great. Certain aspects could have used a little bit more paint, a little bit more black wash, a little bit more maybe two-tone silver, two-tone gray, or two-tone chrome, or whatever. When it comes to this, it would have added a little bit more depth in the actual, like where the whistling birds are. If maybe there were darker holes in there, stuff like little minute things like that could have taken this statue and just brought it to a whole nother level completely. Two-tone grays in the pants and up under here would have really added to the sculpture, because there's a lot of great sculpt work in here that gets just a little bit lost because it's all one flat color, and they could have added a little bit more black wash or another darker tone of the same color they're using to really bring that stuff out. They actually did it in the pants. Let's take a look at the bottom of the pants, that is. They did it right here. See how you can see like the sand marks on the leg and on the boot. The boot itself especially lets you see how it's like kind of dirtied up under his boot, and it's the same color of the ground he's walking on. It's stuff like that that really makes it shine and brings out detailing and stuff like that. I think it looks quite incredible. So big thumbs up for them doing that, especially over here in the blue. You could see a little bit of the sand color in the his greaves here. Very nicely well done. And I love the base. The base actually looks much better than in any of the advertised shots. This is something that they did excellent work with. It feels like rock. It is not at all flat in the sculpture in any part of it. It's jagged edges. They have a couple of rocks up over here to add to the realism of it. And it also has black wash in the ground itself to make it look like he's not just standing on like a flat, boring base. Like the base on this is because of the paint job. Thumbs up. Good job. Moving up now, we're going to take a look at the cape real quick. And the cape could have used, even though I believe that they used two-tone color on the cape, a little bit more would have added to the coloration of it, and it would have made it look a little bit less statue-like and a little bit more like cloth. Although, again, depending on where your light source is coming from, this could probably, because of the sculpt on this, really stand out. I'm trying to block out some of the light here to give you guys that idea. But anyways, I digress. Nonetheless, underneath over here, let's take a closer look down here. They have stuff like this. See how the brushwork makes it, you guys can see it goes all the way form-fitted through here and up on the other side. The dirty, dusty sand parts, things like that. Very well done. I wish they would have added a little bit more of that onto the body. It would have added to the grittiness and realism of the character. It would have taken it out of that statue realm and into something truly jumping off of your shelf. So they nailed it in certain spots, and in others, hey, maybe for next time. Things that are missing from the statue. Now, again, for the price point, this statue is pretty damn incredible. I think it is a must-have, especially if you're a Diamond Select Gentle Giant collector, and if you're a collector, an entry-level collector of statues. This is a must-have item available in the description down below. Always check out the descriptions on these videos. I add a bunch of cool little things down there, and it helps support the channel. But things that are missing. Where's Baby Yoda? I would have not minded paying a little bit more for the floating Baby Yoda over here in the pram, which would have added, or maybe Baby Yoda sculpted up over here. If they have to charge a little bit more for that, let's face it, Baby Yoda is a big selling point because of the way the series was structured to the actual character of Mandalorian. Din Djarin really could have used the Baby Yoda in this here, and I would not, and I don't think anyone else would have mind paying a little bit more of a premium to have a sculpted and painted Baby Yoda floating next to him. That's one thing that is truly missing from this piece, and hopefully they'll come out with maybe a little companion piece, maybe a little Baby Yoda they'll come out with that you could actually put with him as like an accessory piece, kind of, so to speak. That would be nice, thing to keep in mind. Over here, the on his boot, you could see the boot knife, right? Which is, it's painted on there. It's okay, it's decent, But the boot work and sculpting and the paintwork in these boots are big thumbs up. This is not a flat piece up in here on the holster. It actually goes down a little bit, like the sculpture actually has like some depth to it, so that's nice if you guys really want to get up on top of your collectibles and take a look and stuff. I really like the silver on the belt buckle, And I think that they just did an overall great job, especially for the price point, man. I can't mention that enough because we got to judge these things based on what they are, not what we wish they were. And I'd say that Diamond really did an excellent job with the Mandalorian. Now we just got to get our hands on a Baby Yoda. So you hear me, Diamond? Let's go, Gentle Giant. Give us the Baby Yoda to go along with this statue and help us really bring it to that next level and bring it to life. That's all we got on this episode of the Red Cup Review. We thank everybody for joining us. If you guys like stuff like this, and the way I present statues and things like that, subscribe right here and hit the bell. We also do a live show that we do weekly where we are no holds barred, raw and uncensored. Remember, this isn't a statue commercial. This has been a Red Cup Review. We'll see you on the next episode. Take care.